Live, and I'm super excited. We have a special guest joining us today who will also be joining myself later this week for a killer training class that you are not going to want to miss. And for those of you that are in my database, you may have seen me tease the class this morning, which is how you can close an extra 1 to 2 transactions per month with rent to own buyers. Rent to own buyers. I'm sure if you've been in this business for any length of time, you've had people, right, prospects ask, do you do rent to own? And if you're like most agents, you don't know really what to do with that or how to handle that, or you know uh, what benefit there is in any of that for you, or as a potential client. And Jesse is a master at turning those who you might normally just throw away, right? And just say, hey, sorry, we don't do that, we can't help you, and turn it into additional opportunities, additional transaction. He is what I would call the creator of what he calls the slow flip. And so in this quick little live chat here, we're going to unpack Jesse's story a little bit, how he came across this concept, and why you might want to join us and pay attention to what he has to say on Thursday. So before we dive into that, though, in the description, and hopefully maybe we can have somebody pop it in the comments as well. If you go to slowflipclass.com, you can register for free, no cost or anything, and you can keep your wallet at bay as well, because Jesse's not going to try. He's not selling anything. He's just introducing. We're going to dive deeper into this slow flip concept and how you can use it to add an additional revenue stream to your business without, like, it's from opportunities that you probably already are coming across. Like, they're probably already happening for you in one form or another. So with all of that said, Jesse, why don't you let everybody know, just a quick overview of who you are, how long you've been in the business, how you came across this idea, and also obviously let us know where you're from. So if we have any referrals out there, we can point them Jesse's way.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm super pumped about this. It's one of those things where when I tell someone about, this business and how you can help more people and you make more money and how we do this, you get that kind of like, the crooked dog look, like, what? Wow. Like, I've never heard of it. I've never really thought about that. Right. And it's a pretty cool way that you can literally add 1 to 2 transactions a month or more from what you already have, right? So those of you that are on right now, when was the last time you had someone not qualify, right? You sent them to your preferred lender, one of your lenders, and they say, hey, I'm so sorry, I can't help these people right now, right? For whatever reason. When was the last time that happened? Or when was the last time you had something that's pre-approved and you're going house shopping and then all of a sudden that pre-approval blew up, right? Now, this doesn't happen all the time, but here's the thing. It happens, and it happens enough. And especially when you realize that all of these things that was a deal and it's no longer a deal, you could turn back into a deal. Okay, now you start really thinking about it, right? So my background is I spent the last 15 years in the mortgage business. I was a loan officer, various different companies and credit unions and banks and whatnot. I've been an investor for about 10 to 11 years now. And, it was about 10 years ago that I wanted to start getting more into investing, and I kind of ran across creative real estate, right? And I started, reading and watching videos on lease options, rent to own, owner financing, and how you could make money doing that, how you could get properties that way, right? Just exploring. And, it really resonated with me because I was a loan officer. So I got paid for helping people get a mortgage to get a house. But when that couldn't happen, they couldn't get the home. I didn't get paid. Kind of a bad day for everybody. That's not a fun conversation to have. So I'm like, wow, if I can help more people get a house, even if it's not a loan, and they can still get the home today, like, that's a huge, resource that I could be. And if I can make money doing that, that's awesome. So, I kind of started out really just finding sellers that couldn't sell and buyers that couldn't buy, and I matched them up. And no one really understood this, which is fun, right? I like the things that not everybody's doing. So I started, kind of mixing and matching, and I was doing mortgages, and I was, doing this as an investor. But really, where the slow flip came into play is I have buyers that come to say, hey, you know what? I'm self-employed, right? I've got a new business, and I haven't had it for 2 full years yet. And so, the bank is telling me, no, I can't get pre-approved. I'm like, okay, well, what if you just go pick out your house? Just pick out what you want, and I'll go buy it for you. And then I'm going to buy it maybe at today's price, and you're going to buy it at tomorrow's price. And so we started reverse engineering this, and it worked out really, really well. If anyone's familiar with rent to own or owner financing, you probably maybe done it once or twice yourself for another house. Or maybe you don't know anything about it, you've just heard about it, right? But usually when people do that, there's like a list of houses, say, hey, go to this website. I've got 5 houses you can choose from, right? And, it doesn't go as well. So what we started saying is, you pick out whatever you want. We can get it. You can't, but through our program, our system, you can still get this. And the nice thing is, as an agent, you're still getting a commission. You're still getting paid on that deal that you thought was dead.
Yeah, no, listen, I love it. And you and I came into this business similar but different, from the loan officer side, me from the investor agent side. But these types of transactions, the thing I love about it is you're providing a ton of value, right? You're bringing a ton of value where it doesn't exist, and you're being a massive problem solver, which is,
Yes.
the bigger problems you solve, the more you are paid. And here's the thing that I need you to understand, because some of you may be watching this and thinking, how could this possibly work in the current market conditions? Well, Jesse is going to give you lots of examples and very practical ways that you can do it, and that it is working in this very market. Yes, even in a crazy hot seller's market, he and his students and partners are doing transactions all over the place, and doing them with regularity. Like, how many of these types of deals, Jesse, have you closed in, say, the last 30 days or the last quarter? Or
I think we've done 4 to 5 in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
So we've got probably
That's just
3
him
that's
personally.
closing the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a one-off thing for me, right? I'm talking with agents and lenders on a daily, weekly basis.
Yep.
And coming in and saying, hey, I was told to talk to you. I've got this situation. Can you help? And it's like, yep, I think we can. Let's get into it. Yep. So it happens a lot more than you think. Yep. And yeah, I mean, on Thursday, I'm going to go through the 3 or 4 we have right now that are closing in the next, few weeks, and where they came from, how I got them. And honestly, you can sometimes make almost more money doing this with an option that no one else had. They didn't think about it. They didn't think was even out there.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool that way.
So what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to do a little short live like this, and we're going to unpack, just sort of very quickly, big picture overview, the steps in the process, how you can start putting together these types of deals and providing value in the marketplace where it most likely doesn't currently exist. It's very unlikely that anyone is currently doing this in your market area, and where you can be the one providing value, that money is exchanged where value exists and is created in that situation. So to sign up, again, free class on Thursday. Put and keep your wallets and your pocketbooks away. There's nothing for sale. Just go to slowflipclass.com, register for free, and come check it out. Right? There's no, it will hurt you. It won't do any harm. All it could do is potentially add another revenue stream for your business. So Jesse, thanks for taking a few minutes today. We'll be live again for a little session like this tomorrow, just kind of going over the big picture. Wednesday, we're going to have one of Jesse's most successful students and partners talk about his experience with the slow flip process. He's also one of my partners now at EXP, and doing some amazing things, selling properties and putting deals and transactions together. So you don't want to miss that. And then, as I said, get registered for free Thursday. It's 1 Eastern on Thursday, slowflipclass.com. Thanks, Jesse. Look forward to chatting again tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow, man.
Take care.